as we're in the middle of this gigantic ass fight, it's just there is so much going on. I wanted to pause for a second and just talk about something I've been thinking about. They're going to destabilize this entire civilization. They're going to change the power structure of everything. Now, apparently, Inoue, God, whatever, he plans on destroying everything. He's apparently what I think is going to happen. I've mentioned this before. He's going to ride the island back down to the surface, and then go about the surface and be trying to run shit down there or something. Which I assume is going to destroy at least the island. Anybody who's was living on the island, the people that want to go back to the island, that's screwed. I don't know what impact that'll have on the rest of the civilization up there. I assume it's going to wipe everybody out. So he was going to do it anyway, even if we hadn't come up there. But still, us coming up there has kind of destabilized everything. Maybe accelerated his plans. There's no way to really know. But I love the idea, because you see this a lot in traveling stories. Our ensemble travels to various places. Sliders, for instance. They travel to various places. A lot of times, when they would go somewhere, they would destabilize the government or the civilization or the culture. And it was always kind of stupid because, you're going into a new culture and you've been there for 2 minutes and you're judging them without any context, nuance, knowing anything that's going on, knowing why systems were set in place or whatever. Like, for instance, there was one civilization that was the women were in charge and the men were subservient. Kind of a flip of our society, right? And they come in there in 2 minutes are judging everything and trying to change things. What's crazy about that? You don't know why that was put in place. You have no idea. You don't know the full history. You'd have to sit there and maybe get a PhD in history in that particular world to know what the F is going on. To know why it was in place and maybe why it should be in place, right? They didn't have a clue. They come in, they breeze in there in 5 minutes and want to change society. And they did this a lot. That's just the example that sticks out of the most in my mind, right? And so there was a holier than thou attitude of we know everything, our way is best, what we think is best, etc. Like that whole thing. I like that we're not doing that. This isn't, these people, the Straw Hat crew, they don't care about changing society. They're not judging the way anybody else lives. They're not trying to change your way of life. They're not coming in here, this is oppression, this sucks. You need to change the way you live and go against your entire history because we say so because we've been here for 5 minutes. They don't care about any of that. They're coming in, they're just trying to have adventures. They just wanted to see an island that was in the sky. That was it. The full extent of it is, hey, we think there might be an island up there. You want to go check it out? That's it. That's their whole goal. Now, I don't know if they necessarily want to leave immediately, but, they've been attacked, so, they're going to defend themselves. But I love the whole concept that it's not about changing society. It's not about righting a wrong, this government's oppressing the people. It's about, you attack me, you piss me off, now I'm going to kick your ass. That's it. That's the full extent of it. So they will change things and they will leave damage in their wake. And Stargate SG-1 is another example. They would go to these worlds for one episode, they would leave, and then a lot of times they would come back later and they would realize what they did made things worse. Or they left the people vulnerable to somebody else to come in and take over and they were worse people, right? They would just breeze in, change things, and leave, and then these people would have to deal with the fallout. That show actually addresses. I don't think in episode 600 we're going to come back up to Skype and see what happened. What are the consequences of what they do up here? Again, this is kind of different in the fact that they probably were all going to die up here. It seems pretty clear he was going to wipe everybody out. So anything the Straw Hat crew does that's below killing everybody is an improvement, right? We get that. So this kind of undercuts my argument. But in general, the Straw Hats are going to come in and change it. Like Alabaster, for instance, that's another good example. They probably changed things for the better. They almost had to have. Because people were being oppressed and, starved out. Drought. I couldn't think of the word. I kept wanting to say famine. But drought. There was a drought everywhere. People were, dying of thirst. And they weren't getting enough crops and all this stuff. So it's got to be better. But we don't know if Vivi's a good leader. I guess her father's still kind of in charge. But we don't really know. What are the unintended consequences of all this? Maybe people gotten used to, not liking the king. And that's hard to come back from. Okay, somebody in a small town be like, well, your crocodile was behind everything? I don't know. I still don't trust the government. I've hated the king for 10 years. Maybe I still hate the king. So then now I'm going to assassinate him. These kind of things could happen, right? So there could be all kinds of unintended consequences. But most of the time, like in these ensemble traveling shows, we never go back to like Rick and Morty even made a point of specifically saying this. We never go back to places we've been before because we don't want to see the fallout. But what I find interesting about all this is, unlike all the other shows I've talked about, the Straw Hat Crew don't care. They're not trying to change anything. They're never going any place trying to make it better or worse. They're just exploring. Hey, you want to go check it out? So it's almost like they're chaos agents. They're stumbling around, full of chaos, causing havoc everywhere they go, and that's it. That's all they care about. And I think a lot of it has to do with their age. Again, they're very young. All these other people we've been talking about were older. Even the Sliders were college age. 20, 21, 22, and then one of them was even way older than that. So this is probably the youngest ensemble traveling group we've ever seen in a long-running TV show. Because even Naruto is the other, and Attack on Titan are probably the two other longest anime I've watched. They don't travel. They're kind of in the same place. Their adventures are very localized. This is a traveling show. So you can completely destabilize and destroy this government, F off, and never see them again and be, half a world away with 20 episodes, 30 episodes, 100 episodes from now. And never even hear news of what happened. Now they do get newspapers, right? So maybe they can see news. Oh, Alabaster has fallen. Like the king's been overthrown. Maybe we'll get that at some point. Otherwise, they'll never know. At any rate, this is just something that's in the back of my mind as we go along. Let's go ahead and get back into this very chaotic, speaking of chaos, battle. All right, you know where we are. You know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. Clashed is one way to put it. That's right. They need to get out of that damn snake. Even the bird, huh? They had a pretty pleasant conversation for the most part. The only thing we don't know is, does that wipe out the entire civilization if they were just this island? I think the entire civilization. They're out of here. That wasn't so bad as far as recaps go. Some shows will do 2 or 3 minutes of recaps. Oh shit. Jesus. I don't know how you beat this, man. They will, I just don't know how. Yep. He saved her ass at the expense of his own. I liked him, but his beard was very disturbing. I didn't like the design of it. It's like a big ball covering his mouth. Yeah. I don't know. But as a character, I mean, yeah, this was a heroic sacrifice. I'm into it. They're giving it its proper weight, too. Considering these are secondary characters we've only known for a few episodes, right? You can't console me. It's nice of you to try, though, little Sky Fox. Yep. Yeah, she needs to tell everybody else. Exactly. There's no time to cry. She's exactly right. I'll cry when I'm dead. Oh, she's taking a little dinghy, leaving the ship behind, huh? I guess he has the con. Well, those two useless ass, unconscious ass, they still on the ship, I guess. The sentient creatures on this show, man. That's right, badass. Wrecked. Maybe it just means he's very formidable. You know, not everything's about you. Dog gonna knock you out. What's that song? I'm gonna knock you out. He's ready to tear your ass up. Oh man, that sucks. That's not nice. That's kind of cheap, man. That's a cheap gag. That snake's a damn problem. Maybe they didn't want to have dog violence where like Zoro kills the dog or something. To me, I mean, it's cheap, right? You very rarely do you see this show do something cheap or cheesy. But I think it was a better choice than having him like kill the dog. Or he could knock the dog out. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But maybe they would, right? Dog violence is a serious problem, man. Did you just wreck him? What happened? I couldn't tell. That was one of those things where it's the delayed action and the head slides off, right? Nothing good. Yeah, this is a damn problem. His head stuck again. How do you keep getting your head stuck, man? What's up? Yeah, he doesn't know about Luffy in there, does he? Nothing good. Bestowed mercy. Oh, wow. What an a-hole. He picks and chooses who he kills. He could literally just wipe everybody out, you know? What if he uses up magic that he has to restore? Like, maybe that's why. Because I don't know that he necessarily pick and choose. He feels like the kind of person who'd just be executing people, man. He wouldn't care. Oh, she's entertaining. I don't know if I believe that. He is so powerful, man. There has to be some kind of limitation to his power, right? That's what I'm looking for. I'm not seeing the evidence of it, though. Jesus. You get the sense he could just, which he may be doing right now, he just wipe everybody out, all life on this island at once, right? Look at him. At least he can laugh. That's what I'm saying, man. Jesus. This is nuts. I'd forgotten about Chopper. He's just chilling. Almost everybody's knocked out at this point, man. Over half the crew. Everybody's sidelined one way or another. You know, some of them are in the snake. If only I could fly. Apparently he can't fly. Look at him. How are you descending faster than gravity? How are you swimming in the air? Chopper's just gonna have to land, man. Like, come on, man. This dude's swimming in the air, man. Maybe if the gravity's lower, like I've been saying, that's the only way you can headcanon it at this point. Hey, don't be breaking the fourth wall talking about finales. Yeah, even the snake's like, damn. Oh, you just now thought of this, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Climb in, man. If you're at that, if you're that close to it. Feels like they're straddling the engine, which is not a good idea. Incompetent bird. You're still falling. Oh, they fell off. Okay, that's why he was talking about save those two. Gotcha. I suppose. I thought the bird was incompetent. He was just following orders. That's what I'm saying. How could your name possibly matter? Man, everything's getting destroyed, man. Jesus. Keep waiting to see if they add somebody else. Because God's an a-hole, that's why. Hey, fancy meeting you here. I'm awesome. What can I say? And he saved Chopper, too. That's really awesome. Yeah. Yeah, what's left of it? He's just carrying Chopper like a sack of groceries. Well, this is never about treasure. Just spit it up. This snake's in a really bad mood. It's like, I need to stop eating people. They're more trouble than they're worth. You just can't catch a break, can you? You're rubber. How could you not stay holding onto the boat? Yeah. Yeah. It was idiotic. I kind of feel the same way. I think she's right. Yeah. No. Yeah, kick his ass. Nobody wants to do that. Fortunately, we've got a bandaged bird here to save us. Hey, man. Says, I thought he was saluting. I think he's pointing to his back. Hey, dumbass. Yeah. Yeah. I told you he was a horse. Oh, she hadn't seen his power yet. Yeah, stop doing that. That's disgusting. You coming or not? Let's go. All right. Maybe we can finally get the hell out of here. What do you think? Wouldn't you be faster flying? I don't know. Hey, oh, he's running in the air. Okay, I got you. Thank you for the gratuitous ass shot. Dumbass. You can just call him creature. You don't have to specify. Above. When? How long has it been? How many episodes has it been since the entire crew's been together? At least 15, right? I don't think it's happened in this episode either. Together and conscious. Because we got Usopp and Sanji. I mean, they've been sidelined for a really long time. They had quite the civilization built here before everything went to shit. Too bad you wasted all your men. War is hell. What's the snake think about all this? Probably. He's looking for somebody. Who could he be looking for? What is he doing? He should be crying, man. Stop eating people. Look, I don't feel. You want me to feel sorry for this snake? Hey, it's about time somebody kills it. You missed, though. Oh, okay. No, you didn't. Barbecued snake. Whatever he's looking for is not a problem now. He still thinks she's in there. Yeah. You were there? Bad news for Luffy. In the bird, I suppose. Yeah, that's what he do. That's the $1 million question. What a pain in the ass. Snake is dead. That's probably the only way you were gonna kill him, right? Yeah. I assume they're okay. I mean, that snake had a tough hide. Why are you ducking, man? I thought these bazookas don't even bother you. Why run away? I think he just likes to play. He's playing with his food, right? Such an arrogant, smug douche. Maybe I don't want to wait. Everything's a game when you're an asshole. I'm not teaming up with these guys. I'm just here to read the hieroglyphs. Yeah, she's cradling Chopper. It's about all she can do. She's pretty underpowered, right? He was right about the numbers, though. He said there'd only be 5 left, right? The middle of the game. We're not even at the end game yet. He made it so. Yeah, we can count. He would kill people to make sure his prediction was true. He does know. Of course he knows because he can read thoughts, right? But I don't think he could read unconscious people's thoughts because he didn't say 7, he said 6. Chopper's unconscious. How about we fight you? Nami just needs to go to sleep. Make herself unconscious. The old man's going to sacrifice himself. The old man. He's going to fall on the sword. No, really. He's not. Yeah, stop looking at me. Her weapon is her hand, right? That's how she comes at somebody. That seems to be the case, though, right? Unconscious people don't count as far as he's concerned. And also, they have to be on the island. So the girl, off island doesn't count. And of course, Usopp and Sanji are unconscious, but also off island. But Chopper makes 7. He said 6. So my logic feels sound. It feels like if you're unconscious for this stupid prediction, which is just irrelevant, it's just some arbitrary thing he said, right? For the purpose of the stupid prediction, it means he can't sense people who are unconscious. They have to be conscious. That's how he senses their thoughts, right? So I wonder if you could surprise him by going into some kind of hypnotic state where you don't have conscious thoughts, but you can still move and operate. Like you could put somebody in a hypnotic state, send them at him, and say when you see him, you kill him. And be walking up behind him, he would never know they're there. Theoretically. I mean, that's not what they're going to do. I seriously doubt that they're going to do that. But theoretically, I think that could work. There seems to be at least one limitation of his power we found.